On the homework, there was 3 problems that I'll cover for you that either were not covered or we're not sure how to do them. 92 is one of them. This is on page 625. And it's from chapter 7, so that's probably why it makes it look hard, because we haven't covered that. Okay, 92 is 4a minus 5b equals 25. And it's telling you a minus b is 7. So if you add the b to both sides, you'll have a equals 7 plus b. Now you can replace a with this. So we have 4 times 7 plus b minus 5b equals 25. That looks like something you can do now, right? We can distribute. 4 times 7 is 28. 28 plus 4 times b is 4b minus 5b equals 25. 4b minus 5b, negative 1b. So we have 28 minus 1b equals 25. So if we subtract 28 to get the b by itself, we'll have negative 1b equals negative 3. So divide by negative 1, b is 3. Now how would we find a?
Plug it in.
Right. A is 7 plus 3. So a is 10. So your answers are 10 and 3. And you still got the same thing? There's not always just one way to do a problem. So
More than one way to skin a cat.
did you use elimination where you put them on top of each other?
Yeah.
So you've seen elimination before.
Yeah, no, I went back in the book.
You found it in the book? Oh, okay. Yeah, you could do elimination, which is, if you haven't seen it before, then you don't know what we're talking about, but you'll see it someday. Okay, you'll see it. I promise you'll see it. 94. 94 says there were 411 people. And it says there were, you pay $7 for adults and $3.75 for children. So that means your adults plus your children is your total. So your adults plus children equal $411, and it also gives you the total revenue, what all of it adds up to. The total revenue was $2,678.75. Okay, if you were paying $7 for every adult plus $3.75 for every child, then it would equal your total revenue, the $26.78.75. Okay, one of these we're going to replace with something. We're going to change this around so that one of these will be able to replace it. So we could subtract C or subtract A. It don't matter. Why don't we subtract C? So we'll have A plus C equals 411. So if we subtract C, we'll have the A is 411 minus C. So we have $7 times 411 minus C plus $3.75 times C. That's why I did the C. I didn't want to put this crazy thing over here times the decimal. Okay, equals $26.78.75. Okay, now we need to multiply 7 times 411. That's $28.77.
Yes.
Okay, minus C plus 3.75C. Oh, minus 7C. Thank you. Thank you. We all are jealous of you. Okay, 26, 78, 75. We'll have to name this one the kudos to Ray on YouTube. Okay, now let's combine the C's. We have a -7 and a positive 3.75. 3.25. Okay. C. I knew Ray would do that. Is it negative or positive? Negative, okay. 2877 minus that equals, okay, we brought everything down, so we need to subtract this. So minus 2877 minus 2877 will be negative. That's a good thing, because if we have a negative over here, we want negative over there also. So what does this come out to when you subtract it? Ah, we don't have it done yet. Okay. We're going to subtract this from that. Would give us 25 cents. 198.25. Okay. Now we need to divide by the 325 and divide by the negative, so we get positive here. So how many children? I hope it's a whole number, because I don't want to cut a kid in half.
61.
How many? 61 children? Whole children. Okay, we have 61 whole children. How many adults do we have? The 411 minus our 61 whole children is how many adults? 350. So there's our adults and children. That's what it was asking for. Okay, 96. I don't know if we'll have time on this video. How much time we got left? 3 minutes. We'll start setting it up. Okay, number 96. We have a boat, and it says that the boat went upriver and came back. It used the same distance, it traveled the same distance. So the distance is going to equal the distance. Okay, what we're going to do is the rate times the time equals the rate times the time. We're going up against the current and with the current on them. It says that with the current, when you were going downstream with the current, it took 2 miles, 2 hours. This is with the current, so we're going to do the rate times time with the current. With the current, it took 2 hours. When it was going against the current, the time it said was 3 hours. Of course, it takes longer to go against the current. Okay, it said the current was 2 miles an hour. Okay, so when you were going with the current, you would have your rate plus the rate of the current helping you. When you're going against the current, you would have your rate minus the rate of the current. Okay, when you multiply this, you have 2r plus 4 equals 3r minus 6. To get the r's on one side, we'll minus 2r. So 4 equals 1r, or just r, minus 6. So we're going to add 6 to solve for r. When you add 6, your rate is 10, which was the miles per hour, right? The 2 is in miles per hour, so this is in miles per hour, the rates. So your rate must have been 10 miles an hour. And now we'll stop the video and start a new one on the lecture for today.